Thank you for allowing us to be part of your family. This is Joe Blomstrom and Lori Blomstrom, and behind us here is a picture of our son Paul, who is part of the Sim Racing family, and it's just so cool that you're allowing us to be a part of this, and we really appreciate you thinking of Paul the way you do.
We just wanted to thank you guys. We are so grateful you're doing this in Paul's honor. He really loves this community, and we are hoping that we can raise some funds for St. Jude's charity. We have a special place in our hearts for St. Jude's. They help kids, and we are really grateful.
Paul loved you guys. We miss him terribly. He was a great son, great guy, and made friends all over the world, including all of you. Thank you so much.
Paul loved to go fast, and I hope you guys do too. Thank you.
All right. Howdy, y'all. How are we all doing today? Welcome once again to another Nolander Gaming live stream, y'all. We hope y'all are having an absolutely blessed and beautiful day out there. Let's get right into it. We're running just a few minutes behind today, y'all, as my PlayStation Plus subscription ran out with no warning whatsoever, so I had to quickly run down to the store where I get my cards and do all that. So anyways, Deep Forest Raceway reverse here today at the Vegas Cup Series, y'all. We hope you all are enjoying this series as much as we are, and as much as the racers are today. We have a bit of a surprise to you as well, for you rather. We will be having the AMs join us again in this lobby here, so going to be quite interesting. I'm gonna have to obviously get the grid set up and all that kind of good stuff, but we got time as we're waiting on some racers still here and whatnot. So just a bit of a look at some things here for you. Your lobby settings and why. Anyways, as per usual, it is grid start, false start check, GR3 mid-engine rear-wheel drive cars only, and all of the usual type stuff that we have going on here for the Vegas Cup Championship. So tire degradation will be set at ×3, and fuel consumption will also be set at ×3. That's pretty much what y'all are interested in knowing. So get you a good look at the track map courteous of Miss Devious. In fact, all these wonderful graphics here you see are courteous of Miss Devious. Does a fantastic job with all of the graphics here for us, so big shout out and thank you to her, and a big shout out and thank you to every one of the admin in the GAS, the GT45 gaming administrative staff. Wow, that was a mouthful this morning. So anyways, just a quick look at your track guide here. Starting out at the finish line, you can see the little blue arrow on the track key over there is your start finish straight. Head into Geneva for corner 1, a long looping left hand corner into the Eiger S's. Let's see, onto Bordstino curves. I'm gonna mess all these up. Alpine Tunnel, we love the tunnel. Into CERN. This is all obviously in reverse. I am doing it all backwards because we're going into reverse. So we're not even going to attempt to do that. That's forwards. That's how it goes forwards. I got a few corners in and realized, hey, wait a minute. This is just not right. Okay, so get you a look at your grid order here today. Plus, we have the AMs joining us. We'll have to get those guys in. Again, we are a few racers short here today. Weather is obviously set on random, but if I remember correctly, it can't rain at this track. So we're just going to kind of sit, chill, have a chat with y'all. See, that's grid order taken care of. That is the wrong one. I did not put the right one on there. What a bonehead. So, a look at the remainder of the schedule here at the Vegas Cup Series. We're looking at Deep Forest Raceway in reverse today. Then November 2nd will be Laguna Seca. That's going to be a great race. November 9th will be St. Croix Layout B. Suzuka Full Course will be November 16th. Dragon Trail Gardens, November 23rd. Road Atlanta at November 30th. December 7th, we will have Sardegna Layout A. And for December 14th, we will have the Nürburgring 24-hour layout. Now, let us... Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? Come on. Not one thing, it's another in the streaming world. Let me tell you what. Okay. So, give us just a sec. We have no... some video for you. Let's get you a little bit of a minute here to get a good look at some of the track, some of the cars out on track rather. Here's Egon, here's Porsche, I believe is standing tall on that Porsche this season. I gotta tell you, I would want those bonus points myself, but that would be the car I would come back to, would be the Porsche. Y'all know me, that's just my favorite car ever. So Eric in the Ferrari once again. Boy howdy, don't those cars just fantastic. So this track, again, very, very interesting. It's those S's right there that can really catch a guy out. Gain too much speed going through the first portion of it, and the last portion will throw you right into the wall there. The section that you just went through there. All right, so... a little bit of racing going on, a little bit of practice makes a little less than perfect, I should say. Apologies. I got stuck looking at the new livery from Mr. Brett James there in the Stealth Ferrari. We have our AM division. Glad you here. just had to check because glasses are all foggy right now because I've just come in. That's why I was having a hard time reading the track map and all that. So once again, we are here at the Vegas Cup. This is round 3, Deep Forest Raceway in reverse, and we are here to obviously honor the Bloomstroms and our dear friend, Mr. Vegas Paul, his passing. Something decided shortly thereafter that it was something we wanted to do annually, and so this is the beginning of a big thing, and we wanted to obviously and making it a charity event. So if you don't know by now, we are raising funds for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, and a very great effort is being made towards that. Give me 1 second here, and I will get you the link and in the comments. I just gotta remember where it's at again. Boy, slacking as of today, guys. I do apologize, and gals. Like I said, I am running just slightly behind. So therefore, every time I get behind, I feel like I am unnecessarily in a hurry, and I do start to forget stuff. So, I need to give myself rights to my own thing, apparently. Okay, so we need to look and see how many racers we have on track now so that we can start setting the grid. We still only have 9. That may be end up all we have. We will give it an extra 10 minutes, as I know. Let's see, is Oscar is in here already, so he's the only one that I knew for sure was going to be a little bit late, and that's all right. We totally understand. Give me 1 second here, y'all. Come on. There we go. I don't know, not round 2. What's going on? Yeah, we are. All right. So let's get that. What? No. There we go. Okay, so now that we got that all straightened out, so the link to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital is pinned now in the comments. If you would like to donate, that would be absolutely fantastic. We absolutely appreciate it. There we go. We got one more in here now. Just about a full lobby. We certainly appreciate it if you can donate. If you cannot, we certainly understand. But we ask that you would do the one thing that everybody can do, and that is just to take that link and share it out wherever you possibly can, so that we can do some good out there in the world, right? Be a part of something bigger than ourselves. So that is the whole reason, of course, behind doing charity events, is just trying to do some good, right? So let us get really quickly. Let's get this popped up, so as we can see what we are doing. So it is going to be Superman. Oh, that's who we're missing, is Cobra. Uh-oh. Okay, we'll skip him for now. Kip Reese said he couldn't be here. I do believe. I don't see him. Let's go. TDC. R. DC. R. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Mr. All right, now we have one more I need to look at quickly. Give me just a moment, y'all. We'll go with Zane. No Bubsy. Go with Yu. And Williams. Cupcake, Oster, Zane, Yu, Rick, Williams. Egon, R. Cupcake. Zane. Okay. Okay, now. Okay, couple of room refreshes here, and we will begin. We're past our deadline, Mr. Eric of Canada, my friend. We will give it 5 minutes. Four minutes. Nobody shows up. Nobody else shows up, rather. We will just run it. All right, 5 minutes until race start, y'all. 5 minutes until race start. Pikachu! I see these. Oscar with the G.I. Joe car. Gotta love that. Oh, no. That's not the G.I. Joe car. That is the Thundercats car. Apologies. Same colors, but yeah. Excuse me. RS01 for TDC, huh? R27 with the Alfa Romeo, the 4C. I do believe is what that was. Yeah. RCZ for Cupcake in the Peugeot. And Zane in the McLaren. Ferrari for Mr. Williams. Sean out in the Porsche. So, I mean, he's not here. I thought I seen a message saying he wasn't going to be able to make it, and Chip as well said he had something he had to go do a charity event. It was I think it was a golf charity event, actually, if I remember correctly. Apologies, y'all. I was not paying attention to my chat. What a terrible streamer I am. All right. So, I don't think it's quite been a full 2 minutes. I don't want to say 3 minutes and then start a minute early and somebody had to go potty or something. You know what I mean? Thinking they had plenty of time. And yeah. But we'll wait around just another minute. Thank you. I appreciate you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6, 7. 8. 3 more people to ready on up. Superman bar. Eric, Zane, Rick, Oscar, Williams, Cat. Egon. Practicing bar. I didn't see a cupcake. Readied up. Oh, there's Oscar, Zane. Well, I'm going to assume that everybody's ready. I sure hope so. All right, let's see. Here we roll. All right. Let the countdown begin, y'all. Here we go. 1 hour of racing here at Deep Forest Raceway Reverse. Going to be quite the spectacle. Again, if you're wondering why we have a few different names in here this time, is because we are going to be blessed by the presence of the AM division as well. We are just at sunrise. 4 lights, 5 lights. Giggity, giggity, giggity. Let's get to racing, y'all. We are set on Oscar so we can see the entire field here. Let's go on to Cupcake. Let's have a good, clean start, ladies and gentlemen. Nice wide track from the get-go. This is very, very good. Fast left-hand corner there. Everybody makes it through unscathed. Very, very nice. Eric of Canada. Oh, no. We got somebody stopped dead on the track. Who was that? Williams. What happened there, I wonder? Rick James up into P8. Yu Miss Yu into P7. Battling out with Superman here for P6. There, then took just a bit of a bump. Superman up into P5, followed by Bar 27, Cupcake into P4, Egon into P3, TDC following Eric of Canada. Team Rad Racers there. Let's get our display up below. Derp. These guys got a 2-second lead on Egon. Here goes TDC. He's making his way around. Eric of Canada. It's RS01 versus the Ferrari. Oh, the Ferrari gets a little sideways there. You see them brakes just a-glowing in the early morning light. We're all settled. Single file. PDC now going to try to run away with this thing. Eric of Canada still holding on in the slipstream though. Can he get a good jump out of this corner? This is a tight corner. Coming down out of the hill and out of the tunnels. We're carrying a lot of speed there. Egon now just 1.1 seconds in behind. Egon's making moves. Cupcake there in P4. Superman in P5. Got Bar in P6. P6 getting chased down by Rick James. Oscar right there as well in P8 with Williams also. Yu catching back up now. 3 seconds in behind, but no worries. Zane right there. Oh, having a little issues, the young lad. Oh, man, it caught him out, it did. So TDC with nearly a 2-second lead now over Eric of Canada. He's just hoping Eric of Canada can hold Egon at bay for a while. Cupcake in behind in the Peugeot. Oh, Bluey. Go Bluey car. Things are starting to get calmed down a little bit here. Starting of the race, always pretty wild and crazy. Every race, I'll tell you, Superman followed by Bar. And Rick James right in there as well. Rick takes a look to the inside. Is he going to try to stick it in there? No, he does not. He backs out of it just enough. Keeps Oscar at bay as well. As Williams right there also caught back up to the back of this pack. Yuyu's on the move though. She's picked up 0.6 of a second. Y'all have angered her. Oh, I'm just kidding, though. She's driving like it, though, man. She's getting it. All right, 3.8 seconds up the road is TDC. He really is trying to run away with this thing. Meanwhile, here's the battle for second place. Eric of Canada got Egon and Cupcake in just behind him. Hard on the brakes for this really difficult corner here. Always a dude. This GT7 Egon all over Eric Canada's business right now, really making that Ferrari work to try to stay ahead of this Porsche. Then you got Cupcake right there in P4, also sniffing as well, goes really close to that wall inside there. Cupcake comes away with no damage though. I thought perhaps he might have scraped it a little bit. Superman's starting to catch up now. He's in P5. New fun-looking livery on that Porsche for Superman. Rick James just behind him in the Ferrari, followed by Oscar in the Peugeot. Williams clipping along in P8, Bar right there. Yu now caught up to the back of this pack. Zane still holding it down strong. Okay, he left on his own. Very good, young man. I was going to try to message that young fella and see if he wanted to race in this, actually, but I hadn't gotten around to it yet. Apparently he did. So, Rad TDC up 5.7 seconds in the lead currently of Eric of Canada. Eric of Canada still holding strong. Keeping Egon at bay. Egon just kind of sitting right there. Cupcake falling off the back of the pack. a little bit. Now it's Superman and Oscar battling it out. Oscar trying to go around the outside of Superman here. He's not going to get it done. Rick James going to take a look to the inside and get the job done. And Williams as well going to get the job done on Oscar. Lost 2 positions there in 1 corner. Back in the pack, always a battle back here. We love to see that. So now it's Williams and Rick James battling it out for P7. Here comes Oscar trying to get back around to the inside of Williams. Backs out of it just a little bit, but Yu takes advantage there. She's going to snag the position from Oscar as well. So Oscar having lost 3 positions in a matter of just a minute's time. Are here running purple currently. Fastest lap belonging to Rnd3. Zane still clipping along. Get her done, young man. So Rnd3 6.1 seconds up the road here. Can he make these tires last? And still put on enough time to where when he pits, he's going to be all right. You know what I mean? Look at the medium tire users here in the form of Eric of Canada and Egon. Still just close as all get out. Now Cupcake in trouble. Cupcake being followed by Superman, Rick James, Yu up to P7. She's driving like a crazed woman, y'all. Look out. I'm just kidding. He's absolutely making a comeback, though. Up into P7 already? That is fantastic. Superman goes a little wide there. Is Rick James going to try to go around the outside? He does, but he goes too wide himself and tags the wall. Yu picks up another position up into P6, and she got a great jump out of that corner as well. Oscar into P8, Barr in P9, Williams in P10. Zane still screaming along back there. 7.5 second lead for TDC. Egon now has finally gotten around Eric Canada. Let's see if we can't go back and take a look and see if we can catch that pass. There it is right there. Just makes the move to the inside and gets it to stick. Well done, Egon there. He'd been waiting for that opportunity, scanning the driver ahead of him just to see where he can make that pass and make it without slowing either racer down at all. Cupcake now starting to make up a little bit of ground on Eric. Yu up into P5 now. Gets around Superman as well. Let's take a look at that. Oh, and it had already happened. Let's go, my girl. She's flat out cooking. So it's Yu in P5, Cupcake in P4. Eric of Canada losing a place to Egon now in P3. But he's still right there. He is still right there. 0.3 of a second. Ooh, Egon gets a little squirrely there. I'm surprised that Eric didn't close that gap up a little bit more than that. But Egon, even though he got squirrely, did not lose a lot of time there at all. So Cupcake now kind of starting to catch. Oh, and there goes Eric of Canada. What happened there? Oh, we got to get a better look at the replay than that. Falls all the way back to P10. Oh, just too hard on the throttle there. Oh, goodness. Eric, golly, buddy, you can't do that. It's a good thing that car ghosted, man. All right, so Wow, that was some craziness there. I didn't know ghosting was on. Thank God it was, because yeah. So TDC 8 seconds up the road from Egon. Egon in a great position though. Cupcake now up into P3. Yu into P4. Yu running purples right now. Fine looking Pokemon livery there. That's a good looking livery, man. There's lots going on. I absolutely love it. Not a huge fan of Pokemon. Don't know anything about it, right? Like really at all. But that's a good looking livery. So Yu now within 1.2 seconds of Cupcake. Oscar now up to P5. Not sure when that happened, but this guy just keeps surprising me. He was back in like P9 just a few laps ago, I'll tell you. Just picking him up where he can. Good racing, good smart racing. Rick James here in P6. Superman in P7. Followed by Williams in P8 and Barr in just behind in P9 in that 4C for Alfa Romeo. Now Eric gonna take a pit stop, put on some new shoes. Going with the sauce, gonna make up some ground now. Here comes Zane, still screaming along in the McLaren. Great looking lines through there. Oh, goes a little bit wide there, but manages to recover. Well done, young lad, well done. So TDC out in front, 7.5 seconds. Meanwhile, Egon still holding down P2 by 2 seconds over Cupcake. And Yu right there, all over Cupcake. Less than a half a second separate these two. Or just over half a second, I should say, rather. Looks to be about the closest thing right now we have to a battle, so we'll stay right here and see if Yu can pick up another position and put herself into a potential podium position here. Really got a lot of great exit speed out of that corner. Now she's gonna go for the pass right here. Here she goes, running purples. The Ferrari got what it takes. She's going to have the inside for this next corner. Cupcake outbreaks her though. We're going on here by from Cupcake and Yu. Oscar back there catching up as well to both of these drivers. Just listen to the lovely sounds. Boy, that Peugeot really excels through those S's. Oscar in P5 got 1.4 seconds ahead of him and 2.1 in behind him in the form of Rick James and his Ferrari. Bar 27 in the Alfa Romeo 4C here in P7. Superman in P8 in his Porsche. Williams now clipping along in his Ferrari in P9. Air Canada also in the Ferrari in P10. Zane just coming out of the grass, it looked like a little bit there. It looked like he went just a little bit wide. So now, 6.6 seconds ahead of Egon is TDC. Those tires looking a bit shabby to me, I'll tell you that. He's gonna go ahead and go around again. Right now, Egon's catching him up though. Guys. Should have fixed the lobby to make it to where only so many people could have been. That's what I'm going to have to do that next week. That's just getting silly. Yu and Cupcake side by side again. Cupcake gets the late break this time. Oh, it gets the job done. Oh, Yu gets the late break done that time. It gets the job done. Beautiful pass there by Yu. Finds himself up in the P3 now, having fought back from the very back of the pack. He is on an absolute mission, having a great race here today. And now finds herself just 3 seconds in behind Egon. Wow. Wow. Is he going to go around again? Boy, he's going to get his money's worth out of these tires. Let me tell you what. Boy, howdy. You now starting to get a little bit of separation from Cupcake there. Cupcake going to be under threat from Oscar here shortly, potentially. Getting chased down by Bar 27. Let's take a look at this little battle right here. Bar's on the inside. He's on the outside. He's coming back to the inside. Oh boy, look out. Oh. Ooh, cut that corner straight as an arrow, did old Rick James right there. That was nice. Hit through the tunnel. Through the hard left. Through the S's. This final corner. This left, but this right here. If you carry too much speed, it'll slingshot you right into that wall there. Rick does a great job on those worn softs. Now he's going to go in for the pits. Bar's going to continue on. Superman going to continue on. Will Williams pit? Likely he will. He is on some very worn tires as well. Yes, indeed. How's Zane doing back here? Still clipping along. Probably not used to this track at all being in reverse. It does throw drivers off putting the track in reverse. For myself, it really does. So it's Egon now. Takes over race lead. Cupcake still right there, though. He's managed to put a second gap in between herself and Cupcake, though. He's still in that slipstream, just barely. Bar now works his way up into P4, and oh, man! Not sure what happened there, but he collected that wall. Had himself a bit of an argument there with Barry R, and we all know who wins those arguments. Boy, howdy. You can see from the damage there on his car. He didn't come out ahead on that argument, I'll tell you. So Superman in P5. Now TDC comes out on track in P6 now with a full tank of fuel and a fresh set of shoes on that car. Looking at Superman, 4.1 seconds up the road. Oscar now having come out of the pits as well into P7. Rick James now out of the pits as well in P8. Williams out of the pits now. Oh no! Eric of Canada just disconnected. And he had fastest lap going on too. Don't worry, Eric, you will get the points for fastest lap if it holds. And you'll get points for, see, that was a disconnect on lap 15. So you'll get points for all 15 laps that you've done. Man, that's unfortunate, my guy. So Egon now just 1.6 seconds up the road from Yu is catching up, but he's just about out of fuel, and that Porsche is really doing great on fuel. As well as the Peugeot doing fantastic on fuel there. Cupcake looking pretty decent there. You're going to have to make a pit stop here. And she does. Pulls it off into the pits. Be interesting to see what tire compound she comes out on. What her strategy is going to be there. Barr here now, for the meantime, is going to take over P3. He's got damage again on the other side of the car, and it just went away, though. Thankfully, Superman catching him up. In the slipstream, you see back up to P5 now. Oscar in P6. Looks like Yuyu is going to come out on some softs with a full tank of fuel. Not sure I would have come out on a full tank of fuel with the softs. It would be light when you come out on softs. But, hey, I'm not a racer. I'm not going to discount anybody's strategy. Rick James in P8. Williams in P9. Zane still clipping along here in P10. Wet the whistle, y'all. So Egon, 3-second lead over Cupcake. That Porsche and the Peugeot. That Peugeot is really doing fantastically on the fuel. The 4C, you would think he'd be doing a little bit better too, but I think he's really been pushing that car. So Superman here in P4. TDC 3 seconds in behind him. It's Oscar with the fastest lap. 127.716. And he is currently trying to chase down TDC. Woo! Was close there. Yu in P7 after her pit stop. Rick James in P8. Williams in P9. Dane still screaming along back here, coming through the tunnel. Beautiful sound. Beautiful sound coming from that McLaren. Well done, young man. Keep it on, keep it on. So Egon, 3.1 seconds up the road now from Cupcake. Cupcake falling back a little bit. He was a little closer than that. Both of those two, 11. Let's see, almost 15 seconds behind his bar, who is also, this guy's running on fumes. Coming in for his pit stop. Huh. Well, our neon lights decided they wanted to stop working on us. The bar now coming out of the pits into P8. Williams in P9. Zane still here in P10. Clipping along skis. Speaking of clipping along, Egon 3.4 seconds up the road now, but now running on fumes himself, to whereas Cupcake still not even in the red yet. Tires looking pretty decent as well. There goes Egon. Now Cupcake is going to take race lead, followed by Superman here. He looks like as though he might just have enough. Good battle there. We're going to stay right here on TBC and Race Asylum's Oscar for the battle for P2. Back up to P4 now. BBC pulling purples. Oh, and it's NLR's M. Williams now with the fastest lap. Oscar going to make a move on the inside. Doesn't make it stick. Oh, they're so close, but Oscar does get the job done there on TDC. Cupcake now going into pit. That's going to give Oscar race lead. TDC will be in P2. You find yourself back into P3 here. Out of the way, there's Zane. TDC just being patient with the young lad. He's got to get out of the way of these lead racers, though. Lift just a little bit so they can get on by, Zane. Here comes Yu. Man, she's having an incredible race. Let's see, Egon now has Pitt, comes back out into P4, followed by Rick James very closely. Cupcake in P6, Barr in P7. Boy, he is having a time at the Alfa Romeo today. Williams here in P8, Superman in P9. Zane still flipping along in P10, so Oscar now 2.4 seconds up the road from TDC here. You 4.3 seconds behind. It's Williams got the fastest lap back again with a 127.648. Rick James and Egon battling it out. Woo-wee, a little touchy touch there. Egon goes way inside, slowed himself down too much. Rick James gonna get the pass done there. Barr picks up himself a half-second penalty back there. That's not going to do him any favors for catching Cupcake. In fact, that's going to put Williams close to being in the slipstream. By the time they get down to the end of this straight, he's probably going to be in the slipstream. Quite really close, though. Superman here running his own little race in P9. Careful now, you. Be patient, girl. You're doing well. There you go. There you go. Now you got it. Quite the reaction we are used to seeing from Zane, generally getting out of the way a lot quicker than that. Oscar here in P1 getting chased down now by TDC just once, and that was a 3-second gap. Now back down to just 1 second. TDC's putting the moves on. Now it's Bar 27 with the fastest lap of the race. Man, boy howdy, it keeps changing back and forth here today on fastest lap. That's like 5-6 different racers held fastest lap thus far in the race. TDC working that RS01 though. job on those softs, though, making them last. Rick James up in P4, still being chased down by Egon. P7, Williams in P8, Superman in P9. Get back here. I have a feeling TDC is going to get back into the race lead here right quickly. He's also having himself a really great race. Oscar's trying to pull one out like he did the other day, just come out from the back and take over. Just at 20 minutes remaining left in this race. 20.5 minutes to be precise. Oh no, Holkey, you're uber late, my guy. Oh, what happened there? How did you gain 5/10 of a second? I wasn't paying attention. PDC having himself a drive today, though. Looking really good on track. You also having an incredible drive. There goes Oscar into the pits now. Yeah, he was running on fumes. Meanwhile, TDC, loads of fuel, lots of tire left. You gonna make a pit stop as well. Followed in Oscar, just right behind. That's gonna give Rick James P2 for the time being, with Egon back up into P3. So rather shortly, that's going to put Egon back into P2 and Cupcake back into P3. Barr will move up to P4. Oscar comes out on a fresh set of shoes. We got just 19 minutes remaining in this race. Out in P7, Superman. You're in P8, Williams. In P9. They being hunted again here by P2 and P3. To find yourself a spot, buddy. Get out of the way. Rick James got a little sideways there. He's got to come in for a pit. That puts Cupcake back into P3 of this race. Cupcake trying to get back on the podium again. awful smooth, this Cupcake. Bar chasing down Oscar. This could be a battle here. We're going to stay right here for the time being. Unless Oscar just got around Bar. I'm not sure. It kind of looks like Oscar's trying to run away here. Intense. Bar 27 still holding on to the fastest lap of the race with a 127.580. Oscar's definitely, he's trying to make time up on it. He just can't quite get out of the slipstream range. What happened? Oh, he just on the gas too hard. Apologies, guys. I keep having to do that. All right, let's take a look. TVC here, 12.3 seconds up the road. Gone. 14 minutes left in the race. Is he going to have to do a splash and dash? Egon looking set on fuel and tires. Cupcake right there, also looking set on fuel and tires. Oscar as well, looking set on fuel and tires. Also looking good. Superman's good. Rick James is good. R27's good. Williams is good. Oh no, Zane's gone round again. Alright, where's us a battle? It's closest thing is right here. Look at what Cupcake sees out in front of him. He is just inside that slipstream mark. You can see he's starting to gain going down through the tunnel here. Really great look of what Barr sees out in front of him. Or Cupcake, rather. For some reason, I was thinking we were looking at the Alfa Romeo, the inside of the car. I don't do a lot of driving in the cockpit view here. But Cupcake's definitely gaining on Egon here through the S's. He's in the Peugeot, if I remember correctly. Yes, he is. Peugeot does really, really well in the technical bits of any racetrack. It's a very, very good car on technical sectors. Oscar, though, starting to catch these two up as well. 1.5 seconds in behind these guys. Interesting to see if he's going to burn out his tires before he catches them, though. UU in P5. Superman here in P6. James just in behind in P7. Intense bar 27 goes really wide there. Is he going to? No, he didn't clip the wall. Williams is going to have a run on him, though. Minutes remaining in this race. Not sure why the timer's down there is generally. He's going to make it on fuel. It looks as though he may be running a bit of fuel savings to try to stay out in front here. Got 10 minutes left. That's 6 laps, I'd say. Let's get back here. We got a 3-way battle for P2. Right here is probably where we're going to stay for the rest of the race, y'all. Oh, excuse me. Oscar got around Cupcake there. Both of the Peugeots able to just do really well on their fuel. Definitely helps out on the pit strategy. And now it's Oscar holding on to fastest lap with a 127.418. Man alive, I'll tell you what, fastest lap just keeps getting that bar set a little bit higher every time, man. Oscar now really gaining on Egon. And Cupcake just right there as well, though. Yu still back there in the background, doing incredibly well. That's our AM driver. Oscar now gonna make a move on Egon, but he's going to have to get the job done around the outside. No. Gets in a position lost. Cupcake now back up into P3. 8 minutes remain in this race. Has had to pit. I knew he was not going to make it on fuel. Now Egon takes over. So we're looking at a P1 battle now. Hughes, that's going to give her P4. pulling purples is Cupcake. Cupcake's going to go to the outside. Can he get the late break done? No, but he's still right there on Egon, all over his business. Cupcake looking sharp out here in the Peugeot. Both Peugeots all over. Look at this battle for P1. Coming down to the final 6 minutes remaining in this race. Falls off a little bit back there. Okay, just all over Egon's business, man. Relentlessly. Tries to make a move around outside. Is he going to get it done? Is he going to get it done? They're side by side. Oh, no! Oh, no! What happened there? Looked like Cupcake just hard on the throttle, trying to get that move done, but he's on the curbing. Oh no, he got a bump from Oscar. Oh no, that's unfortunate right there. Yu will take over P3. Egon now with a 1 second lead. Cupcake still holding on to P4 though, so that's good. Now it's showing the actual time. Only 4 minutes remaining left in this race. It might have been showing that the whole time, and I just somehow missed it. I don't know. Egon with probably 3 laps left. He's going to have to try to keep Oscar at bay here. Oh, and Egon goes too wide. Oscar's going to grab that position now. Yu's running low on fuel. Three minutes remain. Ferrari is just not good on fuel. Oscar still does have to be concerned with Egon back here due to the fact that Oscar's tires are going to fall off. Egon's still going to have, I don't know, his tires are pretty bad too. Now Yu's going to have to go in for a splash dash. Oh man, that's unfortunate. That will give Cupcake back P3. And TDC, I believe, is going to come around and snag P4. Yu just coming out. Just a splash and dash indeed. And be careful, those tires haven't cooled down on you a little bit. Stay back here. Egon still got himself in a position where he could get something done here at the end of this race. Just 2 minutes remaining in this race. Wow, it's been pretty exciting, I'll tell you what. Egon in P9, Zane in P10, Williams in P8, Superman in P7, Rick James in P6, Yu here in P5. She found those cold tires, got herself a little damage there. TC in P4, Cupcake running in P3 still. Egon still right there. 1 minute, 15 seconds remain. This will be the final lap right here. And Egon get the job done on Oscar, who is not only a little bit shorter on fuel, he's got enough fuel to finish the race. But those tires are really hurting. Not going to be able to pull that gap. He's outside of the slipstream, so I don't know. He's really going to have to work for it here. Now he's back in the slip. Maybe not. This is terrible timing. Oscar just gets around him quickly. That's the finish. Oscar P1, Egon P2, Cupcake gonna come across the line in P3. TBC will come across the line in P4. It'll be Brad Yu across the line in P5, but that is a pole position for Yu in the AM. He will take P1 for the AMs. Rick James will be P2 for the AMs, I believe. Finishes in P6. Superman in P7. NOR's Williams in P8. R will come across the line in P9. And Zane will get P10. Congratulations, Oscar, Egon, and Cupcake. TDC, UU gets the AM. Guys, gals, we can try go into the Team Rad server, scroll down, into the Gran Turismo 7, into the race comms. We'll try to get interviews done in there this week because last week did not work out. All right, Egon found it. Good stuff, Egon. Well done. Hold on, buddy. We'll be right with y'all. Oh no, Cupcake. Join it, buddy. Uh um well, meanwhile, Egon, talk to me, my guy. Let's see if we can hear you. One more time, bud. There we go. All right. We got Egon with us, y'all. We got an echo, of course. Why is Discord giving us such a problem lately? Hold on. Okay.
Streaming voice, maybe?
Yeah, dang it. Apologies, y'all. All right. Anyhow, well, we got you in here, echo or no echo. Great race from you out there today. Can someone direct message Cupcake a link into the Rad Discord? Cupcake, why are you not in my Discord, buddy? Anyhow, congratulations, Egon, coming away with a P2 finish here today. Man, you almost had it. Oscar managed to just grab it away from you there at the end. Thought you might have, could have held on there to the end or got the position back there at the end due to him being on some pretty worn sauce. But either way, man, great race here today. Your strategy worked out for you. Ended up coming away with P2. Tell us how you feeling, bud.
Well, yeah, Nolander, rough race. I knew coming in that the smaller cars or Renaults will be super fast.
Indeed.
Yeah, I almost thought of changing cars last minute, but I didn't have a livery ready. I said, okay, I'll stick to Porsche, and that's fun with it. And I knew gas would fuel saving will be a little. This time I managed well. And I knew it would be a tough race. I knew those guys were behind me. I knew I could not blink for 1 second. One mistake you make, these guys. That's how competitive this league. So I'm happy that I managed my tires okay. Hey, Oscar had probably better tires and less fuel than I did. So it was all a matter of the difference in cars and of course the strategy on tires and fuel. But I'll take a P2 anytime today. Yeah, I could not hold back Oscar any longer. He was coming too fast. He's had the tires, probably had everything going for him. So maybe if you had like 3 more laps, I could have done a comeback. But race is over, and I'll take the second. No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Yeah, he was on the softs, so the only way really is his tires would have had to just fall off a little bit more, but you held on there for a really long time, had yourself a good showing here today again, and congratulations, man, on the P2 finish here. Yeah, man.
Thank you, Nolander. Yeah, great race, man. It's a great league. Great bunch of drivers, and we're all racing for ball. Big ball is in our thoughts, in our minds, and hopefully we can raise some money for the cause. St. Jude's Hospital is a great place to give some money for charity, and they do a great job. So I'd like to thank all the drivers. I mean, all race on the limit. Sorry for Cupcake, probably. Yeah, we're all on a very, very edge of things. So I him and Oscar in the back. I drive a PR, so I have very little of vision of what's happening around me, but I could see that something happened there. But I I can tell you that all these guys are just driving their best, really putting the cars on the limit, and any little wind that blows takes it out of the track. But I'm happy that I finished here, and I'd like to congratulate everybody else on.
Indeed. Thank you for that, man. Absolutely appreciate it. Hey, all right. Cupcake did manage to find his way in here. Good stuff. Right on, Egon. Hey, yeah, again, thank you for that. Thank you for the shout out for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. Absolutely fantastic organization. Thank you for bringing that up. And again, congratulations on your P2 here, buddy. We will talk to you again next time. Any final shout outs for you or last comments?
I love the dad. Up with me sweating downstairs at the game with the car for an hour or two there. So thank you, Mel. Thanks, Mama. And thanks and congrats to Cupcake and to Oscar for a great. So thank you very much. And all the people that and all my racing, thank you very much. And thank you, Nolander. You do a great job with your.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, Egon. I love to hear the shout outs to the family and whatnot as well. So good stuff. We will move on to Cupcake. Had himself a great race here today. Ended up getting P3 at the end of the race. But, man, I'll tell you what, those Peugeots, man, wow, they were looking awful sharp here today. Don't forget yourself to unmute yourself, Cupcake, and tell us about your race, my guy.
Race actually went very well, or better than I expected. I mean, congrats to Oscar and Egon, first of all, for an awesome race. I know me and Oscar kind of got tangled up towards the end, but no harm done. Honestly, it was a matter of short shifting. I mean, I knew the car was really bad on fuel, so I just kind of took advantage of it, made sure I pit at the halfway point or just a little bit later, and again, it seemed like to worked out in my favor.
Yeah, absolutely, it did, man. You were right there, and just doing what you had to do to put yourself in a good position at the end of the race, and it really worked out, man. I mean, P3 can't complain about that at all. That battle that you were having, to get there at the end between yourselves, Egon and Oscar, man, you guys were just incredibly close for lap after lap. Tell us, did you find yourself wondering, how did I end up here battling these guys again this week?
Honestly, no. Because, I mean, Egon, I've known him for years. He was a teammate of mine at another team that we raced for. So I knew his pace, knew how he raced, as well as Oscar. I mean, Oscar, I always joke, he's been kind of like my rival in Race Asylum. Because we always put on a show. So it didn't surprise me at all. I will say, though, I mean, shout out to everybody else, though. I mean, especially Mia.
Yeah.
She ran a phenomenal race, man, for a damn driver.
She really did.
Props to her.
She really did. She took a bit of a beating at the beginning of the race, and she came back, just on a tear, and yeah, definitely did have herself a great race. But to take nothing away from you, my guy, ended up with a P3 finish here today, man, on the podium once again this week. Tell us how you liking this Vegas Cup series so far?
So far, I am really, really enjoying it. I mean, I love the fact that it's for a great cause, and I love the fact, I don't get why people talk about this a lot, but the livery aspect, the design aspect of things, making it kind of children's theme, that has really made the series just a blast to be a part of. Because, I mean, not only are you racing for fall, racing for St. Jude, which, guys, if you're watching, Nolander's got a link where you can donate. Any amount helps. And you get to have fun with these designs. So, I mean, I'm loving it. I'm loving every minute of it. And, I mean, it's helping me try to reach personal goals of moving up in Race Asylum. So,
yeah, man.
So far.
Yeah, absolutely. And it really is a lot of fun for the commentators as well to jump in and see all these fantastic looking liveries. Everybody's doing a great job on them. Many of the racers doing a brand new livery every week. And yeah, really some great looking liveries. So definitely thank you for that. Thank you for the shout out for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital once again. We're definitely just stoked that we can do our little part, you know, and try to help those guys out. Great organization. But again, congratulations on your P3 here, and we'll take any final shout outs from you or final comments from you, my guy, and we'll move on, skis.
Obviously, my family. Also, shout out to Race Asylum. Always helped me out trying to improve myself. And major props to you, Ghost and Fast Ginger, on putting on these wonderful streams and the really colorful commentary. I mean, it's unmatched.
Yeah, well, thank you. Definitely, there's been a great deal of hard work behind the scenes from the GAS GT45 Gaming administrative staff. Has just been absolutely on top of it from day one here. Knew that we wanted to come in and do something big and supported the Bloomstroms, and to remember our dear friend Vegas Paul, and to put on a show, you know, for the fans at home. But the big cherry on top is the, you know, making this a charity event and trying to raise money for St. Jude's. Again, y'all, the direct link to St. Jude's is pinned in the comments. It will be every week, and so we appreciate anything and everything that y'all can do. A dime, $1, $10, you know, $100. Somebody out there is going to do $1,000. We'll see it, you know. But the big thing is that y'all can just share that link out. We'd greatly appreciate that. Don't have to share out the stream. You don't have to like the stream. We ain't worried about none of that. Just take that link, share it out where you can. So again, Cupcake, congratulations on your podium position here again this week, man. Fantastic job, and thank you for the shout outs to the charity for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, and again for recognizing for all the fantastic children's liveries that everybody's doing. We love and appreciate those as well. So thank you, my guy, and you have yourself a blessed rest of your night.
Landry, you do the same, buddy.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. All right, y'all. Wow. Just some incredible racing here once again this week. We're going to get off of that, get rid of that echo. There we go. Now we are all set. So once again, from everybody here, well, myself, anyways, Jersey. Hey, thank you, Jersey. Appreciate it, man. Oh, apologies, Cupcake. I'm glad you got in, my guy. I'm glad you got in. TDC probably helped you out, huh? He's great. He's our Discord guy, and does a fantastic job. Oh, but yeah, again, y'all, great racing here this week for the Vegas Cup Series Round 3, Deep Forest Raceway. Turned out to be a banger of a race. Super stoked to see that. Honorable mention, Cupcake said it, dude. Miss Rad Yu came in from our AM division and had herself a banger of a race, racing like a woman gone wild there. Freaking, it was good. It was really good racing from her. Love to see that. Love to see the AMs mixing it up with the pro AMs. Anytime we can do that, anytime we're short on numbers in one of the lobbies, we'll bring you guys in, because we love to see you guys out there just putting on a show for everybody at home. But again, thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you for doing what you can for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. It's a blessing for us to be able to raise money for them. They're a fantastic organization, and so we love to be able to do our part. Thank you again to the Bloomstroms for your support in this series, for your blessing to be able to carry on with it. Absolutely, thank you so much. And we just appreciate y'all. We love y'all. God bless y'all. And until next time, y'all, that will do it for us here at Nolander Gaming. Thank you all so much. Thank you for watching. Appreciate and love y'all. And with that, we will get us some outgoing tunage going on here. See if I can.
You be still when I stand in your presence, or to my knees when I fall, will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I can only imagine when that day comes and I find myself standing in the sun. I can only imagine when all I would do is forever worship you. I can only imagine, yeah. I can only imagine. Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus? Or in awe of you be still? Will I stand in your presence? Or to my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine, yeah, I can only imagine. Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus? Or in all of you be still? Will I stand in your presence? Or to my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine. Yeah, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Yeah, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. when all I would do is forever, forever worship you. I can only imagine.
When you shop at Safeway, you can count on us to make the holidays a little easier. Pick up Signature Select whole chicken, thighs, drumsticks, or leg quarters for 99 cents a pound on your first 2 packs. Then score Honeycrisp or Granny Smith apples for just 99 cents a pound on your first 4 pounds. Shop both when you clip the deals in our app or online. These offers change each week, so don't miss out.
Thank you for allowing us to be part of your family. This is Joe Blomstrom and Lori Blomstrom, and behind us here is a picture of our son Paul, who is part of the Sim Racing family, and it's just so cool that you're allowing us to be a part of this, and we really appreciate you thinking of Paul the way you do.
We just wanted to thank you guys. We are so grateful you're doing this in Paul's honor. He really loved this community, and we are hoping that we can raise some funds for St. Jude's charity. We have a special place in our hearts for St. Jude's. They help kids, and we are really grateful.
Paul loved you guys. We miss him terribly. He was a great son, great guy, and made friends all over the world, including all of you. Thank you so much.
Paul loved to go fast, and I hope you guys do too. Thank you.